Very cool. Holy crap, eh? Is this how many you seen last time you were here? Or? Yeah, it was a lot less.
Yeah, no, I bet. That is credit card. I'm not looking.
For people who were willing to get arrested. Yes, so if you are an activist badass over here. Also, there at some point today will be a facilitators workshop for General Assemblies. So if you want to learn how to facilitate a General Assembly and, you know, feel what it's like to be on the other side where everyone's yelling at you, please feel free to step up and sign up for that. We'll have some more information over by the info desk shortly. Remember, General Assembly tonight at 6 here. We'll be talking about where we're going from here now that we temporarily don't have the imminent threat of eviction. So, talking about the possibility of waiving the company's liability or getting liability rights or insurance or something. So, be there for that important discussion. And there'll be updates throughout the day. So if anybody wants to put their hands up for working groups, if they want to, if there's any like if Action wants to do something today, talking about like an ad campaign, because we do have a little bit of infrastructure set up to produce things in the way of ads.
Yeah, bottom line we have files and lines on them. They're already added out. We just pretty much need Yeah, I was bottom lining the group for recruiting, and right now we have a bunch of posters with the different headlines that we were gathering around a couple days ago, and we're pretty much ready to go on that. We just need infrastructure to print, which I heard we might have. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting the posters and then deciding where we want to distribute them in like high traffic areas, university, LRT station, you know. So I guess we can talk about that later.
That might be an idea for the arts working group. If anybody wants to get together for that and just come up with ideas for posters and stuff, that'd be fantastic.
Okay, so I think there's a couple more tents that need to go up. I think we need a communications tent, permanent. We need a media tent, permanent. Lockbox is now the media tent. We need signage. Also, there's been an idea to put a riot shield, sorry, this guy has the idea. Can we let him speak on it? It's really good, guys. Top hat guy, come on, I need you. Here he is. This guy's great.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. I have occupied that parking spot right over there, that green truck with the banners and stuff on it. I've occupied that parking spot. I would like someone to donate their vehicle. Do you have 2 vehicles? Do you have an extra vehicle that you could use to park it here so that we can occupy the perimeter? Once we've got the perimeter occupied, this side and that side, we can put up huge banners. It's all about advertising. Corporations use advertising. We're a movement. We need to advertise. If we can have that advertising space on Jasper Avenue,
Good morning, everybody. It's nice to be here. Thank you all for being here. This is our General Assembly here. We have been doing all sorts of things. We have been forming groups, taking care of food, all the other things. There is one big thing that I think we are not doing it, and we are supposed to do, and it's very necessary for us to do, and that is to get together and spend our time hammering out our demands, what we want, why are we here, what is our cause. People are asking us. Everybody is giving it his own answer, her own answer. I think for general public, we have to have a unified message as why we are here. We can put our demands in, make a few Essential demands as why we are here. Write them down on paper, big paper, post them where we are, publish them in papers, in newspapers, in internet sites. This is very essential. The media should know what we are here for, and the public should know what we are here for. The only message that I noticed that media is reporting about us is that we are here simply because, let's say, there is a bit of corruption, and we want to sort of minimize this corruption or bring it down a bit. That's part of it. That's an important thing that we want, but that's not all of it at all, and that's not even the most important part of what we want here. I think we are here, like personally, I am here to change the world. We are here to change the whole world. We know that under the existing system, under the existing economic, political, social system, the corruption may come down a tiny bit for a while, even if they do that, but after we go home into our couches and watching our TV shows, they're gonna back it up again. Nothing is gonna change. This game has been played on us for decade after decade, and there is no end to it. I think we are here to change the society from the bottom, from the roots. We are not here just to sort of close the gap between rich and poor. I am here to say that there should be no poor in the world at all. No, not even one person. To get there, to get to a situation when there is no poor human being at all, we have to change the whole system. What is the system that is keeping some people poor, a lot of people poor, 99% of the people poor, and the 1% super duper rich? That's the capitalist system. I am here to change the capitalist system. I am here to destroy the capitalist system. There is time. Well, you can say, there is open mic, there is a lot of things. If you guys are tired of what I'm saying, please show me a sign. But if not, I think we Occupy Edmonton movement, we are not a single movement. We know that Occupy is an international movement. It started in New York with a few hundred people just like us, and it picked up within a month. More than 1,000 cities participated in demonstrations and clashing with authorities worldwide. In Italy, there was more than 100,000 people taking the power, fighting the power, fighting the corporations, fighting the government, fighting the capitalist system. We are part of that movement. We are also part of Egypt, part of Tunisia, part of Syria. We are part of Iran. The whole world is against this dreadful, this anti-human system, and we are part of that system, that movement, and we are proud of it. I think part of what we do in our General Assembly is to talk about Egyptian revolution, to talk about what's going on in Egypt, what are the obstacles on people's lives. We're all in this together. We are all together, yes, we are all in this together.
Hey guys, you guys spend the night here at all? Or how'd you fend with the cold and shit?
Quite good. I mean, people have been donating blankets and whatnot. And we got our own sleeping bags. I mean, it's
You
a
make
lot
him
of
do
these
it.
sleeping bags are good up to -45.
Oh
and,
shit!
I mean,
you got some really nice
get
ones.
enough,
Yeah,
exactly.
Thermacell.
You get enough blankets and whatnot, then I mean, you're still good to about -10 without any wind, right? We got.
That's good if you can get
tents
people
and
off the ground a
barricades.
bit more too, because that ground gets freaking
Oh yeah,
cold.
without a doubt. But I mean, we're not doing this by any.
I'm just wondering, like, I guess there's no plans, just to keep going, go on and see what happens.
You know, how long does it promote change? You know, that's how long we intend to be. Right. That's the best answer I can give anybody. And change is what do you see wrong with the world?
There's too much to
Exactly. So what does it take to promote the change and turn this world into one that everybody has no problem to live? You know, like nobody. You don't have any recording.
I do actually, man. You go ahead, man. You sound cool.
I mean, so yeah. I mean, how long is it going to take to change our financial systems? How long is it going to take to change our legal structures?
Yeah. Everybody can see the inevitable bubble popping. We may be not seeing it right now because it's a young country and whatnot. But a lot of the things you're seeing are happening.
You look at the United States, but you look at the United States, and essentially they're a fairly young country too.
Yeah.
1700s.
We're only so many years behind. I mean, there was only 20 years ago. You never even heard of drive-by shooting.
But then again, we haven't had the same, like, the expansive struggles that were evident in the United States. I mean, in the United States, you had a lot of race riots, so on and so forth. I mean, the 60s were a tumultuous time for a lot of large cities, right? I mean, here we do have our issues regarding our Aboriginal peoples, which I might add are the original owners of this land through the Treaty 6, so on and so forth, right? And we were given permission and are fully endorsed by them to be here. I mean, so we support them too. We support them too. I mean, we're all fighting for each other. That's what makes this movement so strong. I mean, it's not just one voice.
It's the fact that the rich has, or the ultra-rich, the 1% is 45% of the power control over the income.
Exactly, and then the rest of the power is dispersed throughout.
Yeah, and when you look at the lower end of 80% of the regulars, they get a small smidgen of the pie. And they keep cutting it back as you continue, because we're not so bad off. We look at our debt and they say, oh, you're not bad off. But in actuality, we've sacrificed healthcare, we've sacrificed education. How many things do we sacrifice until your debt has to go up again? You can only hold it down for so long with your Band-Aid solutions, and that's what seems to be the case.
I hate the argument that we're not the same as the U.S. They have it worse off. They're 10 times the population in the U.S.
Yeah.
350 million to 35
We're very much,
million in
I think,
Canada.
an image.
So if you look at our household debt in Canada, you know, I know it is less than the U.S., but at the same time, we're not doing much better.
I guess I think of the internet like a great Alexandria library. It's an information way. People are starting to join together and connect and share and open minds and become awakened with a massive knowledge that's there, right at your fingertips. I mean, literally. I mean, you could play a lot of gaming, what people get carried in the entertainment way, but the aspect of what's right at your fingertips, a lot of people don't even realize. No? Anyway.
I don't know why you're focusing on Sorry, which reservation was that?
Pine Ridge Reservation inside of South Dakota.
Okay.
That's a Sitting Bull, Wounded Knee, back in the 1800s. Little Bighorn, we all remember that one.
What were they, the Sioux or something?
Yeah. Lakota Sioux. Yeah. Crazy Horse. They got a Crazy Horse Memorial out there, not too far from where Mount Rushmore is. But anyhow, NPR was talking about the poorest places in the nation, and there were the reservations in the United States. And to this day, I mean, one of the things that the Lakota are really opposed to is the mining of gold out of the Black Hills, South Dakota. Now, Custer, back in the day, Custer discovered the gold. And I think Avatar was loosely based, I think James Cameron loosely based that movie on that struggle with gold, and they pushed the Sioux out of the Black Hills so they could mine this gold. And to this day, it's called Black Hills Gold. And the natives there are still opposed to the mining of it, but they still mine it to this day.
and they're mining that gold. It's just south of a place called Deadwood, South Dakota.
And they'll just bleed it dry.
Oh, they will. Deadwood,
there's lots of stories
it's just crazy. It's all about the money, and it's pretty sad because they said it's the poorest place per capita in the entire country. These people are living in tar paper shacks. They're panhandling, you know.